and thank you for joining us live for We Need to Talk. My name is Abna Owusu Asrebo. Again, remember to subscribe. Please follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Owusu TV. Again, it's Owusu TV. If you're anywhere in the 50 states of the US, please know that it's tax season. It means that Uncle Sam is about to give us something back, right? Please remember to contact Implicit Tax Services LLC. Again, it's Implicit Tax Services LLC to get most out of your money. They do forward pay, meaning if you want to get your money in advance before they will give it to you. So you don't have to wait all those long weeks, all those months, especially when you have a dire need for the money right now. Contact Implicit Tax Services LLC at 682-299-8938. Again, it's 682-299-8938. You can also visit their website at www.implicitaxservices.com. Please remember to let them know your code when you contact them is WUSUA 2023. All right. So today I have with me some amazing panel. You guys remember Pastor Eric from the past 2 weeks. We also have Uncle Eric, also from last month. And then our fresh guest today is Mama Erica. So today we all know we are climaxing all the things about Valentine, which is all about love. So we're going to be talking about love, dating, and courtship. Before we begin, I'm just going to let them say their opening remarks and we'll have the conversation going. So Pastor Eric, from my left, you go first.
All right, thank you so much. And viewers, you guys are a blessing and we're going to have a good time. Just subscribe, just call somebody. It's a love season. I wanted to call somebody and just wish him and send some gifts to your loved one and before the month ends. Let's roll and let's keep going.
All right. So Mama Erica, a little bit about yourself since this is your first time being with us today.
Thank you, viewers. My name is Erica Boafo, and I'm the CEO of Abuja TV. I'm happy to be here today. Please, my advice is that it's tax season, as my sister said. If you don't file, they will come after you, even though it's your own money, but they still want you to do something about it. I heard that she put some code. Don't forget to get the code and then give it to whoever is going to file your tax. And also subscribe to Owusuya TV. It's very important, please. If you subscribe, just share it and also try to press the notification button. It's very important. Whenever she drops a video or anything, you will be the first to know. My name is Erica once again. Thank you.
Thank you. And Uncle Eric, last but not least.
Yeah, eh, as you all know that this month is a love month, and I'm trying to tell every couple or those who are having the typically relationship, that is their fiancés, you can even purchase something for your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend because it has left in about 3 or 4 days for this love month to go to an end. So they are still waiting. Try to purchase and try to subscribe.
Thank you. All right. So today we have some intense conversation that we're going to have. I know from last week and 2 weeks ago, Pastor Eric said he doesn't believe in dating and courtship. So I'm going to throw it to you, Uncle, because you are an elder and you're an educationalist. What is your view on that? Is it biblical to court and date?
Oh, this one is, yeah, in some ways, let me take it with for the biblical or the Bible or the Christian side. You know, for the dating is having a romantic approach,
Mm-hmm.
telling a lady or a guy dating,
Mm-hmm.
taking having a romantic approach, telling a lady or a guy that you love.
Mm-hmm.
And the courtship too is when the lady agreed that this is your
Proposal.
proposal, then you follow up with that one. But in our church or in the Christendom, we don't normally believe in that courtship for quite a long time. For the dating is by informing the parent that you want to take, let's say, Erica out. Daddy and mommy knows that you are taking Erica out, and they will tell you the time that you're supposed to return. But this time, this youth of today, they have changed everything altogether. And the courtship is when the lady agrees and you are moving out with the lady, there is no need for you to extend about 2 or 3 months. You're supposed to think about your marriage and go
Go on. All right. Pastor Eric, I know you're relaxed, like you've written everything down, right? But I'm gonna let you hold on. Okay, Mama Erica, so you've heard what Uncle said, and Pastor Eric said he doesn't agree to dating and courtship. So what's your take on it when it comes to that,
I do agree with
Uncle?
Uncle Eric because to me, before you marry somebody, you have to know the person.
Okay,
And then also, you cannot just meet someone outside and say, let's get married.
okay.
You still have to go to the procedure, go and see the parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they agree that, oh, yes, we will, but both of you have to study each other
Okay,
and know what they like and what they don't like. And then 3 months is where I disagree with. It's too short for
okay,
two people to know each other.
okay.
So, in my opinion, it's good to date, whether you're a Christian or you are not a Christian, but you still have to give yourself at least 6 months or a little bit more for you to know the person. It doesn't take one day for you to know everything about somebody. It takes a while. And marriage is a long term
Comment.
thing, and it's a constitution that has been ordained by God,
on.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. So that means when you go in institution, when you go in, you are not coming out. It's forever thing. So you have to know somebody, whether you like the person, everything about the person before you enter into that marriage. So I do agree with the caution.
All right. Pastor Eric, so now you defend yourself. You said on the last episode that you don't believe in this whole courtship and dating thing. They're saying that it's biblical. So over to you.
Well, thank you so much. From my point of view, I don't believe in it, and I'm going to tell you why. People date and people court because they say, I want to know the fellow. I want to tell you, you can never know anybody you are dating or courting. It's just a hypocrite life. Because once you put a tag on somebody that this is it, his real life, he will not demonstrate it. What are you doing? The best time to know a person is when you are his friend, normal friend. You see that the fellow will be real. You will know how he talks. You know whether he's respectful. You know he's real. Once you choose him and said, "Oh, you are my date," or maybe we are in courtship, his real life. Whenever he's doing something and you are around, he will not do it. So you will pretend. That is why a lot of people get married. Now that listen, now divorce is very high. And this is the time that we court and we do. Why are we not succeeding? It's because we say, I want to know the fellow. You cannot know anybody in courtship or dating. All you have to do is let it. If you want to choose somebody, you know that everybody is your friend. You get to know if somebody is my friend and he's in church or he's in school, I know him real. I'll know him. I know where he stays. And then there's a whole general friendship. Then maybe you put a tag on. That's where my problem is. Now, after you have gone out with the fellow for years, mad, he said, no, I'm now going to propose to the fellow. So from the beginning, what were you doing? Marriage is for matured people and serious people. You don't go and approach somebody if you're not ready to marry. So as my brother said, 3 months before you go, you know that I proposed to you, I'm serious, I'm going to marry you. Why do I have to stay for many years? That's where my point is.
Uncle, over to you.
Pastor, in some ways, I agree with you, but in some ways, I'm thinking about the youth of today.
Okay.
The youth of today. During our time, about 45, 50 years ago, it wasn't like that. But now, when in actual sense, dating, as I said, is having the romantic this in
Relationship.
relationship with somebody, and the courtship is by informing the parent by that your daughter has agreed to marry me. So I want to we want to study each other. So we want to go out. For that one, parent also they are involved.
For
They
the
even
courtship.
courtship. Some of the parents even can tell you the time that you're supposed to go and come back. and if you don't know what you are going to do, you say you are going to study each other. As Pastor said, study each other, then you have the intimate relationship. Then you have sex, continue doing everything. By 3 months' time, getting to 4, 5, 6 time, 6 months' time, you may see some of the guys. They have seen everything. So you are no more. I don't want to go out with you again. That one is during that time that some of the ladies in the church, let me say the lady in the church, will tell you that I'm going to report you to my pastor or my elder.
Because of
Because you have seen everything and now you are telling me that you are not going out with me again. So in some ways, Pastor, I'm agreeing with you.
It's good. It's good. It's good. You are supporting me.
it's okay.
Oh,
That's not a hold on, my
why,
American.
why are you guys, supporting each other? Okay, so what do you call
Uncle.
Elder said? Okay. Do you remember that before, I mean, in the olden days, right? Before a guy can marry a woman or a girl, right? The parents has to do all those courtship for them.
Mm,
They have to go to
family.
the family, look at the background and see if there's,
Any
but
trouble.
children of these days, you're talking about the youth of the because of computer and whatever, we have taken all the burdens onto our hands, right? We go out there, we go look for what we want. We don't allow our parents to do that.
No search for.
But how do you know that the person that you are going to get married to is this or that? You have to study the person. At least you need some time, a little bit of time
It
to
doesn't
know
take
the person.
courtship to.
Yeah, that's how we call it. It's courtship.
Dating.
Dating or
Dating or
courtship or whatever it is. Right? How do you want to call it? It's the same thing. Knowing somebody, because I don't think you met your wife yesterday and you get married the next day. What about the wedding gun? When did you bought it? The ring and everything. You need time to do all that. So the time that you have for the preparation is the time that you use to what? To study the person. It doesn't take a month, 2 or 3 months to what? Prepare a wedding. The wedding that we like in these days. The white wedding and then the engagement. It takes a while. We need to save money and all that. So in the process of getting married, you need to know the person, the anger, whatever. There are so many things. That is the reason why we do courtship. So, guys, you have to put this in your children's mind that they have to study their wife or their girlfriends before they get in.
Uncle, why are you looking like that? I'm
Yeah.
very sure you have something to say. And then of course
Yes.
I'm still on that the youth of today.
Uh-huh.
They can be going out with a guy, especially the ladies can be going out with a guy for about 3, 4, 5, 6, even 1 year without even informing their parents.
Yes.
They will never inform their parents, but sometimes I saw one time testify that I was in the house when one of my niece brought a guy. I was at the gate and hey guy, don't enter this house because of the appearance of the guy and other things. I stopped the guy, and the guy didn't come to the house again. And my niece was furious on me. Why? Because uncle, you should have allowed the guy to enter. But I'm trying to tell Mama Erica that now, for the courtship that they are having right now, way back compared to this time, it's quite different.
it's different.
It's different altogether. But
Why
what
is it
Pastor Eric is saying for him, he doesn't. I agree with that. For that one, that I have a decision.
So, and the reason my sister Erica keeps emphasizing that they are going to learn, they are going to study each other. And I'm saying you don't need dating or courtship to study a person. Listen, even to know a person, you can know the person through how he handles his social media stuff, his thinking, the way he writes on Facebook and other things, the things he writes, it will portray because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So the way he handles his social media stuff, the way he talks to you, it will tell you who the fellow is.
not people of
I'm,
today?
I'm not,
I
not,
don't think so.
this is the people of today that it's easy to know them.
I don't
That
think
is
so.
why even now, if you want to track somebody, listen, they go on your social media. Look at me. Even government is trying to track you. They go on your social media. By your social media handles, it will tell you who they are, whether you hate, you demonstrate hate speech or whatever, your contribution, the things you say, because everything that you do on social media remains there. Okay, so you can even know the fellow, how he write, his thinking, even if he's in a relationship. I'm saying, look, nowadays, this issue of court, because somebody say, I'm dating this person, I'm courting this person, whatever. Once the fellow you are courting him or her, look at me, you are not married. Listen, and as far as there's no ring in your hand, don't touch somebody that this is, I'm courting, I'm dating this person. When you are not married with a ring, you are open to everybody. Everybody can approach you. Allow yourself so that you can take your time to watch so that you can make a perfect choice. My sister said that is when you save money. You don't save money when you find a woman to marry. You know that you will marry. You must prepare. That's it. You don't see a woman before you start saving that I'm going to marry. No.
I did not say saving. I said preparing for the marriage.
Buying it.
Buying it.
I said saving.
Oh, okay.
Because if you don't have a job and you don't have money, you will not go for a marriage.
And that's good.
Of a woman.
I love that.
Yes.
So it means that even if you don't have a job, don't think about a
Don't
woman.
think about marriage.
Don't even think about a woman.
Yes.
That's it.
All
It's a
right.
preparation towards
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Today is not like that.
All right. Wait. Thank you, everyone. I told you today the topic is going to be very controversial, and I love that we have different views coming on. You know, I think one of the things that we need to redefine or we need to define before moving forward is dating, the difference between dating and courtship, because most times we use it intertwined. Sometimes, when adults are talking about dating, they use, or especially in the church, they use courtship. But then when the youth are discussing that, they talk about dating. So I just want to go around and ask, what is dating to you, Uncle?
For me, I've already said it that the dating is having a romantic
Relationship.
relationship with a lady that you want to marry.
Okay.
You want to marry. And
Okay.
the courtship is uh, after the lady has accepted your offer, and you are going out with the lady. But
With the
sometimes,
intention that you're getting married to
yeah,
that
get
particular
that
lady.
particular lady.
That's the
But
courtship.
yeah, that's the courtship. But sometimes most of the parents also want to know the relationship between the two.
Okay.
So that one that we normally call it dating, that parent they have accepted it for you to go out.
Okay. All right. America, so over to you. What is dating and courtship to you? What is the definition of dating first?
Okay, so what I understand is that dating is when a guy find a woman and they want to, have some kind of relationship. They will not think about marriage. It can end or it can continue. But when it comes to courtship is where their
They've
ends,
agreed.
yes, to get married.
Okay.
So that is the difference.
Okay. That's Derek.
All right. For me, it's still the same as you said.
Mm.
They see themselves, and you said, maybe I want to marry you. Even now, they don't even
In
talk about.
dating?
I'm coming. They don't even talk about marriage.
Okay.
Like I said, my brother said, you have a romantic for that partner. So it means that something connects you to the fellow. So, but now we don't. We don't even propose to the fellow. The reason I say that people take a lot of advantage over people in dating and courtship. My point is, I said, let everybody be your friend
In the beginning.
in the beginning. If you're a lady, if you're a guy, let everybody be your friend so that you don't go and tag somebody. You say you are dating somebody. Tomorrow, if another guy comes to you, you are breaking somebody's heart or something and say, you have disappointed me. Yes, because the fellow doesn't owe you. It's bound to, as my sister said, it can continue, it can stop. But at the end of the day, when it stops on the way, people are hurt. Why? Because they put a tag on. But if it was a normal friendship and you have not taken anything from me, and I've also not taken anything from you, it's easy to separate. But once somebody have traded in something, somebody have traded in, you took lunch and you also traded something, exchange something. When the fellow is separating, you get heartbroken. You see that you get furious. Then you see disappointment upon disappointment. So that is where you don't have to stop that. You are my friend. You can go out, you can go to movie. Hello, bye bye. Nothing is attached.
I
Oh,
have a question for
okay.
That's a
Pastor Eric.
act
Pastor Eric, do you believe in acting?
acting.
Yes.
I
When
believe in acting.
okay, so you were saying something like when people are dating,
They
they
can
should,
pretend.
yes.
Yes, they pretend.
Don't you know that some people can pretend even though they are your friends?
No friends.
I can be on social media for 100 years. The real me, some people will never know.
I'll tell you why. When the fellow is your friend,
Uh-huh.
you cannot pretend
How
because
can a friend betray a friend? If you calling this a friend,
a friend. No, no,
betrayers.
listen. A friend.
Pretend they
No,
can be like
friends
they love
betray.
you.
Friends betray each other. It's
Yes.
so easy. In fact, when it's your friend,
Uh-huh.
you will know that it's either a friend in me
Mhm.
or a friend.
How will you know?
Oh, friend.
You
We see.
already know. Sometimes somebody can be your friend for at least for a year or two until you know the real person,
Oh, thank
unless
God.
something happens.
Thank God a year or two you saw
At
it.
that time, you guys are already married. My friend,
No,
you have married your friend,
no, no,
right?
no. It's
And
easy.
now he's now going to show all his character, the hidden ones.
Okay, so you think in dating that is where the fellow
Let me
should
give
start.
you an example. A pastor like you
Yes, sir.
get married to a lady at church. That lady was very innocent, even though she has dated someone before the pastor. But according to the pastor, no nothing before marriage, no whatever. The night of their, what do you call it?
Their wedding.
Wed their honeymoon. The pastor thing was that little that the lady, doesn't want to have that in the rest of her life. That moment, she just stepped out of the
Oh,
marriage.
for Baba,
Okay, so
no, no, no. For that,
no, no,
so what?
Okay, hold on.
no,
Wait,
no.
It's
wait.
one who can contain that little or the big one. That's why you have to know each other.
So
Know
they
what you like
Okay.
and before you go for
no,
it.
no,
Yes.
no. So
Yes.
All
so
right.
so let's go this way.
But
Okay, very good. Now
That
I
little.
no, I see John.
that
It's too.
little.
I see John. John is too big for me. I break with John. I meet Akwesi.
It's not
Akwesi.
about that.
Akwesi.
Don't
No,
look at that way.
no.
You are going
No,
in different
you
directions.
gave no. You gave an example.
I
So
guess
you have to see.
if the girl has dated the pastor,
Uh-huh.
she would have agreed. So okay, fine. Even say it's I will still go for it, right?
Oh no,
Or I will not go
because
for
if
it.
he's not going to accept it in marriage, he can't accept it.
No way. You have to
Okay.
accept it before
Thank you
marriage.
all today. I told you this conversation is a lot. One of the things that I just want to tell viewers, this show is not just entertainment, it's to educate ourselves. We have different opinions and different views, and sometimes we get stuck in our own minds and we don't look outside. So that's what this is all about. But respectfully, we share our views. So Pastor Eric is saying one thing, Mama Erica is saying one thing. I believe one of the common things that we can all agree on is when it comes to dating of nowadays, there is intimacy involved, which I believe in the Christendom or biblically, that should not even be part of dating or courtship. And that is where the confusion all comes in. Because like Pastor Eric rightfully said, when there's an exchange of something there, you don't want to leave. You've made an investment and everybody want to get something out of their investment. So if this person is going to go in and exchange something with you, in their mind is solidifying that that relationship is supposed to end in marriage. And most often than not, it's women that suffers the other end of it, not men. But then again, like Mama Erica is also saying, you don't just meet somebody over night and get married to them. And I believe one of the things that was really common back in the days was back home, especially in Ghana, we lived in communities that were interconnected. We knew each other. So our families were connected. Before you even grow up, there is somebody that is appointed or betrothed to you to get married. And our parents were so much involved. But in this day, generation, and age, it doesn't work like that anymore. The children are having to go out and seek or look for who they want to get married to. First, they have to go and identify them. And unfortunately or fortunately, because of technology, they can see a certain aspect of that person's life, but they will not know them. So they have to come close to them to get to know them, to even see if there's compatibility. But I would say that I agree with all parties, but from everybody's point of view, let me start with you, Mama Erica, because you're a woman as well. How long do you think is too long to date somebody?
1 year to me is too long, but at least 6 months is okay.
to date somebody.
date somebody
And
and
after that
start
6 months, they start preparing towards marriage. Okay, what about you, uncle? How long is too long to date somebody?
As I said, about a month or even 3 months.
3 months at the most,
Yeah.
and you have to start your preparation,
Start your preparation and you enter into courtship. Let your
getting
parents
ready for marriage,
get involved
involved.
to know that you have studied each other. You know the do's and don'ts of this lady, and the lady also knows the do's or
And
don'ts of
don't.
myself. But sometimes also, as Mama Erica was saying, some of the guys or even the ladies will hide.
To
They will
pretend.
never pretend. They will never even tell what is inside there. For you to allow the parent or a parent to finish everything, and then later on, the lady will show what is inside there.
Okay. All right, Pastor Eric. So how long do you think somebody, you said you don't even believe in that,
Okay,
but
yeah.
if they must do it,
Yeah.
how long is too long to date
Well,
somebody?
for me, everybody's your friend,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
you prepare that I know I'm going to get married.
Okay.
As a man, as a lady, you prepare. So by the time I see Usua or Joyce and I propose to him or her, I have already watched him afar. I've studied him without he or she not knowing, and I know him. Then, as I propose to him, if you accept my proposal, you start to plan towards your marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
me.
you think it should be once you meet the person, how long before you
Once you
start
that's
that
it. You
preparation?
already know the fellow. The fellow is your friend.
So within a month, you should start your wedding preparation.
That's right. Because at the end of the day, by the time you propose, you are sure, you have studied him afar, you know who or she is, you know her temper, you know that he doesn't like to give, you know all.
Okay.
That's right. So by the time he accepts your proposal, you know that you know the bet what you have gone for.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So according to all three of my guests, you are saying that it must be less than a year. All right. So if it's less than a year that somebody should be ready to get married, then at what age do you believe the youth of today should start dating? Because we have people, I know I've heard some parents say, okay, from 18 my children can go out with other people. Some are going out at 23, some are going out at 25, some are going out at 30. So if you allow or if we encourage our children to start dating at that age, what age do you guys believe is the appropriate age for them to start dating? Uncle, you want to go or you want mama? You want to give her the
Yeah.
Mama Erica? Okay, ladies first.
Okay. My date is maturity.
Okay,
How mature is the
the
person?
okay,
Look, what do you call it? Some person can be like 20 years, but he'll be even more mature than someone who is
30.
40 years. If you are matured enough, you have a job and you have a place and you can take care of yourself and the other person who is coming in, you will get my blessing as a mother.
To date
So I'm not putting
an
what do you call
age.
it, age for my son, but I'm expecting a lot from him. How mature he is, if he's ready, how is he going to be ready? Does he have a job? Does he have his own place? Because I'm not going to accommodate you and your
Girlfriend
girlfriend. Yes. So I have to make sure that you have all this. If you are able to show me that you have this, I'll give you my blessing.
to
Then
date.
that age is there for you to get married.
Okay, Uncle, what about you?
Yeah,
What's
Mama Erica
appropriate?
is saying about maturity. So you for maturity is okay. Some of the guys are still mommy's son. Some of
Miss
the guys,
Boys.
mommy's boys, mommy's son.
Mm.
You even get into that relationship and you tell you that I'm going to visit my mommy. Whereas that you are with your lady. Mommy, mother is calling me. What's the time? Around 9:10, and I need to see my mom. You let's enter patient and wait till tomorrow morning. No, because it's mommy's boy.
Mm.
So based on the maturity, some of the guys and even some of the ladies, any little misunderstanding will pack the things. I'm going to my mom. Anything, I'm packing my things going to my mom. So for the maturity is there. I don't want to tell you that this in the age like 18, 19, 20. I'm married at the age of 35. At the age of 35. So for those days, let me say it in that way. Those days. But now, from 20, a lady 20, 21, 22, by a guy, you're supposed to prepare. At least 26, 28, a guy. 26, 28. He will be holy. And the lady, and I was even asking ladies, I met the ladies and I was asking, is there any virgin over here?
Uncle,
Is
why
there
will you go and ask that
any
question?
virgin over here? I was asking the ladies,
Okay.
and this you is there any virgin over here? The room was quiet,
Crickets.
quiet,
Hmm.
because it was ladies only, only ladies. Quiet.
And you
What about
expecting a virgin?
what about the boys, the guys? Did you
No,
ask
the
them
guys,
to?
boys, for them, I always move with them. We have
Uncle will come to that because that one you don't want to go there. Pastor Eric, what about you? What is the right age that you think
Uh,
somebody should date?
and you know that date you have to take it somewhere. But the
Okay.
most important thing is that if you are not at a place where you can take care of yourself, don't get close to marriage.
Period.
That's the first thing. So, no age. You have to be able to take care of yourself. Once you are the realm of taking care of yourself, then you can take care of somebody. You yourself, you can't take care of yourself. Why are you going to take somebody? The marriage is not so bad. So be at a place where you are taking full responsibility of yourself. It is not your mother, your father who is feeding you or giving you some pocket money.
Allowances and stuff
Then
like that.
when you say I'm dating, then you take your mother's money and take a girl to cinema. No, man, it doesn't work like that. That's why I don't believe in that. Before, be a responsible
Yes.
person. Be responsible of your destiny. You, the lady, also don't expect the guy to be taking you to a restaurant and the guy paying every day. Sometimes you have to pay. That you are also in the realm. If you're also responsible before you think about relationship, you must be have the ability to be responsible.
Okay. Uncle and Pastor Eric. I don't know if it's the name Eric that just
No,
comes.
but you know,
And
straight to today,
And Mom Erica.
Eric,
I didn't even it's just the Erics today. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. One of the things that I just wanted to pass by, I mean, just bring it through before we move forward to what Uncle was saying was Pastor Eric, Mom Erica, and Uncle Eric. You guys said the guy must be responsible. I've heard parents saying, after noticing that their son are not no after noticing that their sons are irresponsible, they want to go find wives for their sons so that the wives can shape their children in form. They said, oh, this boy is so stubborn, let's find him a wife that will calm him down, that will make him settle down. I'm sure you guys are familiar with those ideas, are you not?
here, hold on. Okay,
Okay.
so when I met my husband,
Mhm.
this is my secret, and I'm sharing it here today.
Okay.
When I met my husband, he was still staying with what?
His
His
mother.
parents. But you know what? He was ready to get married. But some guys don't have the courage to move out there and say,
Their
I
own.
want to be, yes. So, coming to your question, yes, the moms are right. Some women can do that. So, when I met my mother in law, she said, you are the right wife for my son. And then she came back to me and then gave me a hug and, gave me all the blessings that thank you for a good job done. And it's true. Some guys need some women to push them,
Mm.
to bring them to the marriage life. It's not like they won't do it or they don't want to do it, but they don't know how to.
To do it.
But they need a support from a woman that they want to marry, right? And I am one of the example women. I
Okay.
did. I went there, we got married. I told my husband, I'm talking about when we were in New York. We moved. I told him we are moving. We moved, and then what? We got married. After everything, we were able to. And my husband is the happiest man now. And I mean, among his friends, I can tell you that he's one of the what?
Happy.
Yes, you see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So a good wife or a good woman will bring the guy who is not ready to marry to be a good husband.
Okay. Uncle, what do you have to say to that? We are saying maturity. The guy must be matured. Mom America said this her husband was staying at home because for some young woman, when you approach them and you say, where do you stay? In my mama's house. That's a no. So what do you say to that? Is such a man ready for marriage?
Well, some of the guys, as I said,
their mommy's son,
Boys.
mommy's boys. They are always be with mommy. Even daddy is there, but always be with mommy at the kitchen. It's like Bible Jacob, is it not? Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
The
yeah,
Jacob, yeah.
be with mommy all the time. Some of the guys entertain some fear that now that they are leaving their mom, going to join this lady.
Mm-hmm.
So by 1 year or 2 years, what the lady shows what is inside there, he will go and report it to mommy. He will go and report it to mommy. So some of the guys entertain some fears that they are going to.
And is that a guy ready for marriage?
He's ready because about 26, 28.
A guy that's coming
28.
to report his wife to his mommy?
That's why we are talking about maturity.
So he's not mature to get married then. If you cannot resolve your
But
own
it's
marital issue,
everything is working, everything.
uncle, is it that this thing that's going to keep the marriage going?
But it's a factor. Pastor Eric, is it not a factor? A factor?
It's really a factor. You can
But
take it out. You need it. You see, one thing also you have to know is that anybody that stays with his mom or a lady, they are close to a guy, he wants a wife like the mother. Now, a marriage is the only institution that they give you a certificate before you start the course.
yeah, for that one is a right.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's a
that
right.
is
They
true.
give you the certificate. You get a certificate that excellent before you start the course. Marriage is a school. So you are bound to make mistakes from the
Course.
beginning. The battles are here and there. Your first, if you, I keep telling you, if you survive your first 3 years, you
It's
survive.
5 years, 5 years.
Your first year, if you are not careful, you go off. The first 3 years is like this on top of the sea. You cannot want to turn.
From the pressure.
Then after that, if then that bit, then two comes in five. Then it get to a time your wife or your partner becomes like your brother and sister.
But
That's it.
somebody that's still living with his mom,
That's a,
or
that one
somebody
I
that's not
can't
been in shape
listen.
and they want to
The
bring
most
a
important,
wife.
if he's staying at his parents' house, there is no judgment or measurement to say such a fellow is not ready.
Oh,
No, you can't. There's no determining factor.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's dead, they are there, the parents want to protect him, they're ever ready. When your time reach, we will bless you and send you and go. But I have a problem where he want to take the lady to the same house. That one have a problem.
He doesn't want to leave his mom.
That's right. That one, it is the mothers that does that. Akwasi Wukwe, who sleep in this house, the house is too big. Bring your wife and come in. Then they come and sleep. That's the greatest problem.
it's a mistake.
But it's the greatest error. But the most important, there are people who are there because they ever ready, they're waiting for their partners, and after that, they go and start life. There's no measurement in there. But it will be good to set up, prepare. If you want a woman, prepare, get a place where you're going to put the woman, get one or two things there. Even if you're in your parents' house, you can still prepare. Buy TV somewhere. Buy,
My final question, and it comes from what uncle, the comment uncle made that, oh, the guys I move with them. Why is there the expectation that women must remain virgins till marriage, but that same expectation is not applied to men? That they are also supposed to remain virgins till marriage.
Oh, you see, the guys are here. They can attest to that fact that for the guys, they normally stay there for about 20, 25, 26, be holy. But the ladies, by 17, 16, you see, peer pressure, communication. Have you tested it before? The forbidden fruit. What is that? It is oh, by the next day, the next Valentine Day. You just look at it. The last week, by 3 months time, you hear a lot of the ladies. You hear
That what?
you hear what will happen because of the peer pressure. They've tested the forbidden fruit,
But
but
uncle,
it's
you
not
are
the
not answering
guys.
my question. Why is the expectation not the same for both? Why are we not expecting the males to also be virgins as we expect the females to also be virgins?
When you go through the this thing there for when you study science, biology, you know the guys they can endure, they can even
They
wait,
can't or
they
they
can,
can.
they can endure, they can wait for quite a long time. But for the ladies,
the peer pressure. Leave the
Uncle,
pressure.
you are not answering my question. Let me come to Pastor Eric.
Okay,
I'll come
so the
back.
point is
Okay.
Okay, let me,
the
Mama Erica.
Bible never mentioned that a woman should be a virgin while a man should be going somewhere.
Uh-huh.
So if you're a virgin is supposed to be from the day that you were born to the day that
You
you
marry.
get married. So the African society or the Ghanaian
Community.
society, right? We always expect the woman to be
Virgin.
holy and virgin while the men will go outside and do whatever they want to do. It is wrong. We are all the same. If we want the children
In
to
the
be
Christendom.
Christian, yeah, that's what I mean. Even if not Christian, if my home, if you're not Christian, I expect my children to stay holy until they get married. I expect my son to do the same. But because of the society that we just found ourselves in, the children will go to the school. We will not even know what they are doing over there. Right? They will go out there, we will not even know what they are doing over there. But the most important thing is that we should not put our focus only on the women
Female.
that they should be what
Virgins.
all of them are the same. So we should take off talk to the guys too, because we never know what they are also doing.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot test their virginity, but you can test the virginity of what? A woman, yeah, or a female. You understand what I'm trying to say? So we should
Hold
make
them
all
all
of them
accountable.
equal. Yes.
But Uncle, if the
So all of them should be virgin.
But the
Uncle,
guys,
why do you keep saying but?
is it not true?
It's in the Bible, everybody get married before they break their virginity. You're talking about Jacob. Yes, he married his first wife before he break his virginity, right?
Uh-huh.
Isaac, right?
Yeah.
And then what about Rebecca? Rebecca was also there until they went and then what?
Married her.
Asked her. So both of them were virgin.
Yeah.
Nobody showed them. So that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's supposed
Vice
to be
versa.
equal, yes.
Pastor Eric.
So you
All right. This is how it is.
wrong.
We are expecting the same expectations from both. But the reason why the ladies, the female one, is overspoken about this is a men pay dowry, and I come to your house to pay a dowry to get a precious flower. Now you put a veil in front of you to say the thing have not been opened, but you have opened it and throw the key somewhere. It's deception in church.
Have you realized that the wedding
America,
is great?
let,
There's no
let,
veil.
let him finish. It's okay.
I'm coming. Let me
It's
finish.
okay.
Listen. So this is it, is that. So once I come, I pay the dowry. I come to your family. They give you, I see you as a precious thing. One of the precious thing whilst I am marrying you is that thing in between your legs.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not saying anything. That's it.
Eh,
Stay.
He said stay.
That's it.
It's okay. He said stay. Let him continue. He's gonna get it.
That is one of the precious. That's a reward. What do I say? An honor to have that. But I come in, do everything with my family, and you have been given to people under the tree in the uncompleted building, on top of the car, the carpentry shop, under the tree. And
Uncle.
They have rooms.
unfortunately, you even gave it for free on silver platter. Sometimes just because of one burger or KFC
Yes.
or one Coke or one bottle, Fanta, Fanta Cola.
It's okay. Let him finish.
Let me finish.
It's okay.
See,
Let him
but
have it.
another side is that what anytime I talk to my sisters is that men, and I'm going to say, men, that young man, men are naturally hunters. Hunters.
Okay.
Aiding of what do you call it?
That's it. And with them, if you give it to him now, he can even go to your friend and want it. That is why you must cover it. You must protect it. Listen, now let me tell you something. Do you know why there are many marriages? There's lack of trust. I'm telling you today. Because when you were so-called dating, you were sleeping with him. His trust for you goes down.
And your trust never break his heart because you
That's a big
sleep.
no,
Okay.
no,
For you, you are married. So
no.
It's okay.
That's it.
I'm there.
no, do you know the
Wait,
reason I brought this?
that's
Uncle and
let's you see,
Uncle
let's
and
tell
Pastor
people
Eric.
the truth and say
Pastor.
that don't let's walk that path
Okay,
again.
you two have given your opinion. Wait.
Let's walk.
Whilst we are busy emphasizing that
Let me talk the man.
no, yeah, let me finish. You have
Okay.
talked the man because our time is almost over.
Okay.
First and foremost, it's not every culture that the men pay the bride price. So that cannot be the universal um, uh, plate or the universal limits that
But
is
if it
used.
comes to your house, it came for you.
Okay, wait, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are so many cultures and societies where that bride price is not even required.
Okay. Yeah. I
And
know.
then there are other tribes where women are the ones actually paying that bride
That
price
price.
or
Yeah.
groom
Yeah.
price
I
to
think
get married.
Indians or
Okay.
something.
Now the conversation that we are having or
Yeah.
the question that I asked was biblical. I'm not talking about nowadays or what other people are doing outside. I'm talking about in the church because Uncle said he asked the girls in the church and it was quiet.
Yeah.
While these men are busy being hunters and being men, are they hunting for men? Is it not girls they're using? Uncle, wait, let me finish. You made your point.
To wait for now.
Whilst they are doing that, they are doing it with girls. Are there some girls that are not girls? No. So if you're encouraging your daughter to be a virgin, but you give your son the lay room, that means you're encouraging your son to go for somebody else's daughter. And then at the end of the day, we will come and judge that this girl didn't keep herself, this girl didn't keep herself. That marriage that you guys talk about is an institution that comes with God in the middle.
Honor.
We are honoring God, not even ourselves. So when we take that bride price out, are you the man also honoring God with your body? Is it, did Bible not talk about the temple for all of us? Is it not even man that Bible even used to as a standard for all mankind?
Yes.
Man. So if Bible is saying that our temple is for God, why is it okay for men to dust themselves?
Not the
Yeah,
women.
to dust themselves.
I have a question for Pastor. You
All right.
said dowry, right? They
Yeah.
pay dowry. They pay. In the Bible, do we have dowry in there?
The Bible is there. The diary is there.
Where?
The Israelites,
The Israelites, they pay that.
Jacob,
The
when they
Jacob,
went for,
yeah,
yes,
It
when
started
the
from where? It started from where? Jacob, right?
that's more of a cultural.
What about, okay.
More.
What about Abraham? Did it start from Abraham?
Abraham, the Bible didn't state Abraham
It's
is there.
something they adopted. Okay.
From where?
Because when God created Adam and Eve, he gave them blessing. So in the Bible somewhere it says, if my father give me to a man and bless me, we call it what? Married. Because my father has what? Accepted the man as my husband. So forget about the dowry. That's what I'm trying to say. If you refer to the dowry, that means the man is going to pay off the woman.
No, what I just said was, if a man comes to your house,
why are you coming to pay my dowry and you expect me to be what? A virgin. Is that the reason why you brought that small money?
why should you break your virginity?
But why should the man also break his virginity?
No, I'm not saying the men are allowed, but I'm saying that is so in the Jewish culture. If you marry a woman and you go in the night and there's no blood, it's bound to sack you.
Yeah, for that one.
It doesn't now exist anymore.
It does.
It's not there
That
anymore.
is what Jews.
It's
Still.
It's not there anymore.
It's still.
It's in some cultures in Ghana and some cultures.
Okay.
It's still there. It's still there.
It's not even
Okay.
It is still there. It's still there.
Excuse you.
It's
You
still
want
there.
to say something?
Listen, it is still there.
Yeah.
The topic is not like that.
It's not. I think
this
this one is a different topic that we will tackle for another day.
Yeah.
But definitely that topic we will have one youth person, a youth guy, a youth female, and then the panel, pastor, mama, uncle. And we will have this conversation.
Those
And
you are going to invite them, you're supposed to get a virgin lady and the holy guy.
Still.
uncle,
Virgin
please don't want.
It's right there.
Virgin lady.
Uncle, are you? Hold on. And
About 20.
Pastor
Don't
Eric,
eat for beggar.
why are you guys?
Over here.
I don't know why you guys keep.
25 years.
Today
Uncle.
is the 25th of February. Why you guys
Uncle,
hiding like that?
you and Pastor Eric, you're talking about burger. When we go in the Bible, it was a man that sold his birthright for food. So I don't know why you guys are emphasizing burger.
No, the women are selling their
It's okay.
birthright.
They are not. The men are the ones
Some
chasing
women,
them.
some women are selling their birthright.
Nobody is doing
Okay.
that. You guys
Yeah.
are saying under the trees and all that. No woman will go under a tree for
That
a man to
that
have
Yeah, but it's complicated.
we don't have completed buildings in America. We don't have completed.
the men are not they are not no. You guys will not
This is even
have
a
a place to
this is
stay.
even a disgrace for the man. Yeah. Why are men taking women to uncompleted buildings?
Why do you want to follow the man?
So both of you,
Why are you deceiving the women
took
to
him
do
under
that?
Why is the woman also following the man? You know,
what do you call
put
it?
value on yourself.
I know you guys.
Stop giving them burger.
They didn't
Stop
have a
giving
room.
them
Women, ladies,
KFC.
put value, put value. Put value on yourself.
Yourself. You have to value yourself.
Value yourself.
As a man and you respect yourself, don't go and put somebody for burger.
That is the
To
more
your
reason
house.
why when
To
you are
your
coming to
house.
propose to
Let me
say,
tell you.
I'm going to
Okay.
marry to Nigeria because a lie. I'm
You
going
know,
to
this conversation is too sweet.
When you see a lady, when you see a lady,
Liar. You
the,
two are
the,
big
the,
liars.
the value she put on herself. When you see a lady, the value she put on yourself.
Tell you where to take the woman.
Tell you, woman,
Okay, thank you.
value.
Please, it's okay.
She
It's
put on
okay.
it.
Thank
And
you,
you see,
Pastor Eric and
you know,
Uncle Eric. Hold your peace.
let me just ask something.
Women that are watching us, this is evidence, especially for younger women.
Yes.
This is the mindset that is common. So we the women have to be the one that put our value on ourselves.
Yes.
If anybody is approaching you, trust me, it's not worth it for anything at all. Because at the end of the day, they will have that locker room talk and validate you by what they gave you before
Yes,
they
please.
slept with you.
Yes.
So please keep yourself.
That I give a beg.
Please put a price on yourself. And if you've already given it up for pizza, please don't do it anymore.
That's a lock it.
Do your second.
Buy a padlock and lock
And
it.
the men that are deceiving young girls, the young boys, the old boys that are deceiving young girls, looking for their weakness to entice them, you also know that God is looking at you. It's coming for you. At the end of the day, it's on you. Thank you all so much. We are going around. Everybody will share their last remark. I think everybody's spirit is high. So, last remark. We're going to let Mama Erica give a remark. We'll let uh, Pastor Eric will go last. Uncle, you go next. Pastor Eric will go last, and I'll summarize it, and then we'll go. But for all you that are watching us, I know so many people are still, the women are still on why Uncle couldn't answer why the guy should not be virgins. And then people said the matter has scattered. It has scattered. And then throw away the key. At this point, if I don't throw away the key, we can't open
No,
anything.
when you lock it, I said lock it and throw away the key. When your husband come, you go and look for the key, open it.
By the time somebody has used that to go and open another door.
No, sir.
Men enjoy
Look at me. Let me tell you something.
because if they get you,
Listen, when the woman, let me tell you something. When you're a lady, okay, when the ladies keep themselves, look at me.
I'm
Because
not you.
before to open that your skirt,
that is
Otra.
easy. Right here.
That's-
What about you?
listen.
You have to unzip it.
if you find it very difficult to open it,
Oh boy.
that guy, I tell you,
Wait.
will respect you forever. Can I tell you the truth? Anybody that respects you, he will respect you when he have not slept with you. When he sleeps with you, he will not respect you again.
Okay.
And
Uncle, your last remark. You move with the guys, right?
Oh, not the guys per se, but you see, the guys, I believe them. I've been moving with them for quite a
You
long
believe
time.
them to sure
Yes.
do the work before the time,
Yes,
right?
I believe that. I believe that. But the ladies, the ladies, for the ladies, I'm trying to tell you that you're supposed to put or add value to yourself.
Mm.
Don't allow a guy to lure you by buying pizza, burger, champagne, or anything just like that. Just like that. When you go back home, 20, even 50 cities can do. 50 cities. I was telling you about carpentry shop, about mechanical shop, about uncompleted
even in the
building.
car.
Even in the car. Hey, let's go for commercial break.
Uncle, okay. That's your last remark. Okay. Mom Erica, your last remark.
Men in Abrochire.
Mhm.
Women, you are just watching this what do you call it, episode, and you have seen what is going on. The men are beating us here today. In fact, we need to look at the right man, because I can hear Elder is saying if you buy even pizza, you can sleep with what, a woman under the tree and all that. I think that's what he did when he was young. And then the other one is saying the uncompleted building. That is also what he did when he was young. He got the woman, they get the woman, they put them in there. Please, let's put a huge price on ourselves so they will respect us. And also follow Owusuya TV, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
All right. I think the reason why every time and when I talk to my sisters is I cherish ladies so much, and they are so. All my children are ladies, I have girls, and I love them, and the value is supposed to be so. Okay, so when you have after you have been raised, the pride of a man come to you, and then take you to your house. I tell you, he will value you forever. Please don't decrease it. Please put the value. Keep yourself. Let the guy know that you are not just going to open your legs for him. I know some lady will tell you, Kami, if that is your intention, don't come to me. Straight. He just put the cards down. I'm not in for this. Let the guy know. He will know that, man, you mean business. So when he's working with you, he knows that, well, this lady, man, my wife, I know my wife. Even men that we are married, we still praise our wife. I know my wife. I know my wife. I know my wife. I trust my wife because he knows that he never got it on silver platter. But if you gave it to him free, oh, he will not trust you. He will disrespect you. Know that at the end of being so be careful. The Lord be with you.
Bless
Next week, we're coming back. Also at TV.
you. Okay, Auntie Matilda said, Pastor Eric, you said it all. Women gotta keep it closed and protected for the right person. Don't just give it out like offering samples to customers to try. And Money said it's not Costco. So, when you go to Costco, they have samples all over the store. You take one for free, try it. If it's sweet, then you add one to your basket. Oh my God. Okay, today was a lot. But the summary of everything we've started here to discuss is if you are going to date as a young woman, as a young man, know that you must be matured before you approach that. And date with the purpose to get married, not just to have fun, not just to give yourself out there, but to get married. And then finally, we've learned so much from the male's point of view and the female's point of view. But in essence, just make sure that you look out for yourself first. You cannot make the man responsible for your value. You are in charge of that. What price you put on yourself is what somebody will buy it for. So please, whatever is going on, do not sell yourself cheap because you'll be the one that goes to the locker room and they talk bad about. We also encourage parents that are watching us. Please give the same type of expectation you have for your female daughters to your male sons too. Encourage them not to just go have fun with somebody's daughter, because that girl can be your daughter as well. They can be your sister, they can be your niece as well. So please, let's do well to also educate the children around us to also do the right thing as well. Remember to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Watch old episode if you've not done so. And also, please join us again next week, Sunday, from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. A lot of people have been texting me and saying that the conversations are not long enough for them. But please know that because it's in series, you can catch the additional one the following week. And if you're anywhere in the US and you were looking for that American dream, the reason why you traveled all the way from your home country, or the reason why you get up to go from your 9 to 5, please contact 817-751-0428. We will show you how to also enjoy the milk and honey of America. Again, contact 817-751-0428. 0428. And finally, it's tax season, right? Uncle Sam is giving us back a piece of our cake that they took from us. Please contact Implicit Tax Services for them to file your taxes for you. They will pay you in advance. You don't have to wait all these long months and weeks for the money that you need now. Contact Implicit Tax Services again for your taxes. They file for business and they file personally. Their phone number is 682-299-8938. Again, it's 682-299-8938. If you'd like to be part of the show, the conversation, please drop your questions, your comments, and contribution under the show. We will read it and we will make note of that. And again, if you also like to sponsor the show, contact 817-751-0428. Again, it's 817-751-0428 if you want to sponsor the show. We love you all so much. We cannot wait to be back to talk again. Thank you.